So, the Remans are targeting one of these 3 moons. Which one is the question, and why? One thing we know is that it has a magnesite mine, which is a beginning. Well, scans are definitely picking up some interference, so definitely magnesite. Well, contact the first moon, I guess.
Romulans! Romulans!
Oh great,
This space
Tapas.
is becoming an intergalactic haven for beggars and refugees!
Yep,
Time to take out the
they got a few
trash!
hits in. Get a repair crews on that, target one and get ready to fight. You know, a couple months ago, a wing of Orion corvettes would get me scared. Anyways, hail the second
This
moon.
moon is private property! No solicitors, beggars, or
Of
Romulans
course.
allowed!
Satra. Yeah, this is a Romulan ship, and those are Remans. You know the history. Work it out. And please don't be the part of the problem. At least they're not shooting at us. Seriously guys, you learned history, you know what is happening. Now, well, this is our last chance. If not, we have to deal with the Reman, I guess. I really don't want to.
Hello, my good friends. I'm so happy to meet you. Perhaps you are in the market for some high-quality magnesite? We have the finest ore in the quadrant. On behalf of the miners and residents here, I'm more than happy to welcome you to our home. Please, transport to the surface. Unfortunately, the large amount of extremely pure magnesite ore in the core of our little world will interfere with your sensors. For safety reasons, I must insist that you use the transporter signal enhancers that I have installed at my own expense. Also, I know Romulans are fond of their entourages, but could you please restrict the number of crew you bring down to the surface? My people here aren't used to strangers, and you wouldn't want to disrupt their work, would you?
Alright. Guess we found what we were looking for. You know, I'd usually take Doran or Yidim with me. But considering everything, I think taking Varel is actually the best choice. In case the Remans appear, I want to be seen as somebody willing to work with Remans. Because I don't want a firefight to break out if we can avoid it. And her being a chief engineer on my ship might just help. Oh, what a quiet little place. Wait. Nah, it can't be. Right?
Did you need something?
Don't say you don't remember me.
Is it really you? How did you... Never mind, it doesn't matter. I didn't know who else escaped. When the attack happened, I hid in the Kelid hives. I lived on nectar for days before I snuck out. The Tal Shiar didn't leave much of a garrison behind. I was able to hike to another settlement and meet up with a few other survivors. We got an old transport working, but it broke down. It's so good to see a familiar face.
Take this comm badge, I'm taking you on my ship. You're not staying
I would be
here.
grateful for any chance to leave this place. I promise. I
Don't
will
worry
work
about
hard.
it. You get up there, you take some rest, okay? Oh, by the elements! What? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm new here. Can you tell me more about it, maybe? How long has he been missing?
I last saw him 2 days ago. Madron assigned both of us to work in the upper levels of the mine. Toshin's drill bit broke, and he needed a new one. I know I should have gone with him. It's not safe to be in the mine alone.
Okay. What happened exactly?
There's a group of people down there who treat the mine like it's their own. I don't know why Madron tolerates them, but they make life miserable for the rest of us. They steal and terrorize the weak. I once saw them dragging a woman to the lower levels, and I never saw her again. She wasn't the only one. Many people have disappeared. I thought if my brother and I kept our heads down, that we would be safe, but maybe they took him. Murderers. Murderers. If they killed my brother, I'll kill them all.
Whoa. You need to stay safe. What can I do?
If you go into the mine, watch for the silver spheres. There are creatures in the dark. Devils. They're made of stone. Nothing can hurt them, and their touch burns. I've seen them moving around in the tunnels. Anywhere you see the silver spheres, the monsters are not far away.
Silver spheres. Thank you for the information. I'll see what I can do for your brother. Why does... I don't know why, but the silver sphere remind me of something, like something I read. I don't know what. Really don't know. Where do I go? Here, I guess? Hi. I'm interested in a guy who runs this place, actually. What can you tell me about him?
Every morning, the first thing I do when I wake is curse that Ferengies name. Madron found this moon about 2 years after the destruction of the homeworld. Most of our equipment was broken or useless, the supplies were gone, and we were starving. After some negotiations, Madron had his contract and we had food. We're supposed to be working with him, but he's the only one who benefits from our labor. Madron owns the only working ship here, so no supplies come in without him. He negotiates all of the ore contracts, so most of the latinum goes into his pocket. And he sets the prices for food, medicine, and equipment. So everyone here owes him more than we can ever repay. He owns us now. I hate him for that, but I can't live without him.
Made a deal with the devil to survive. Can't blame you for that, but... can't really do much about it right now. Ah, hell. No, I should be talking to Madron, but I do want to know more about this place before I do that. Hello. I'm looking to buy some magnesite and was wondering if you can tell me a bit about the guy who runs this operation. You know, leverage.
He charges us too much and pays too little. He's like everyone else in this world, out for himself. He doesn't let us starve. And if a child needs medicine, they get it. Many here grumble and hate him, but I cannot. If I were in his position and his life was in my hands, can I say that I would act any differently than he does?
Huh. A man as honest as that? He actually might. But what can you tell me about the general area?
Stay in the settlement. Don't go down into the mine. And whatever you do, don't leave this area. I do not wish you harm, stranger. And there are many dangers here. There is a group. They rule the mine. And they are dangerous. Even Madron fears them. If you avoid them, they will ignore you. Now defy them, and they will turn on you. Last week, a good man died because he would not give them what they wanted. He was not the first. There are many monsters on this moon that you would be wise to avoid. Outside of the settlement, there are packs of wild animals. If you take a warrigal from its mother when it's very young, it can be tamed. If you wait too long, they are savage. The packs of wild warrigal roam the edges of our settlement. Often they prowl the refuse piles, looking for scraps of food. A pack of warrigal can kill even a strong man. And you must be careful when you're in their territory. And they are not the only monsters here. The miners tell stories about creatures made of stone who can burn you to cinders. I have not seen one of these creatures myself, but I know that many people who enter the mine do not leave it.
I thank you for the warning. Well, I can't snoop around too much. Let's go talk to the guy in charge. Before he figures out something's up. Hello there.
On behalf of everyone on this forsaken rock, let me be the first to welcome you to Hathara. As you can see, we don't have time for pleasantries. And I'm not sharing my Tranya stash with you. So, why don't we skip the chit-chat and get down to business?
Alright, what makes your mine special?
Unfortunately, I cannot call this mine my own. I'm just a middleman. Out of the goodness of my heart, I help the residents here pass on the products of their hard work to commercial entities such as yourself. The minuscule transaction fee and trade tariff I keep to offset my expenses is figured into the unit cost of the ore. My operation has become one of the best in the area because of the high demand for my services from both sides. I provide the best mining equipment and supplies in the sector to the miners, while my customers get competitive pricing on the ore they need.
Surely you can give me some more info on the mines themselves. I'm a curious buyer. I want to know what I'm buying.
I don't pay much attention to that. Miners have empty carts and they return with ones filled with ore. If you're that interested, you could visit the mines themselves, but I don't recommend it. It's such a dirty, disagreeable business. And I'm convinced that breathing ore dust for too long is terrible for you. The miners who live near my quarters used to keep me up night after night with their dreadful coughing. I had to install soundproofing just to get some sleep. Are you sure you wouldn't rather look at the ore I have for sale?
My curiosity is not satisfied, so I will talk to a few miners first. You know how it goes.
Really? Suit yourself. Just remember, I have an exclusive contract to export magnesite ore from this moon. If you try to cut me out of your deals, you'll regret it.
Oh, relax, I'm an engineer. Just want to know something behind the process. To alleviate any suspicion in the quality, of course, you know. These people are being worked to death. I seriously can't do anything unless I'm able to help somebody and free their time. Hi, can I have a quick word?
I don't have time to talk to you right now. I need to repair this drill so I can make a living.
Can I help you somehow?
Not unless you know anything about laser induction coils. You don't by any chance know anything about laser induction coils, do you?
Well, actually I'm an engineer, so
If I
I
ask
might be able
Modron
to
for a
help.
replacement laser induction coil, he'll charge me 100 times what it's worth. He's the only one who brings supplies to this planet. I remember when we had regular contact with the homeworld and my brother there would send a package of sweets for my children in every transport. Now, I can't dwell on the past. My problem is this broken drill. I have to fix it or I won't make quota. We salvage parts from old equipment and sometimes other people here will trade components. But this requires some specific components. If you think you can help me, I'll mark your map with the locations of some people who might have what we need.
I'll go get what you need for the bypass. Honestly, I know what he's doing. It's a bit risky, but it will help. We'll get the drill working. Hi, can I... Yeah, you know what I am here for. Honestly, mining is not my forte, but reducing the speed seems like the sensible thing. Thank you for the help. Alright, we got 2 more parts to collect. This one was easy enough. Seriously, I really didn't know that. There was one for mining, but just decreasing speed does slow you down, but it does make the drill stable. Whoops. Hi, I need help with some repairs. Thank you very much. I owe you one for that. Excuse me, do you got a second? Oh, come on. Yeah, I get that. Doesn't seem like somebody who can run for long, so... Hi. Please, don't run. And he's gone. Dude, I can do this all day. Seriously, I have nothing better to do.
You don't hurt me. I don't have the latinum now, but I can... Oh? Modron didn't send you here to break my kneecaps?
No, we need help. We're fixing a drill.
I have a daughter in the radar system. I thought I could contact her to send me some latinum. But Modron won't let me use the subspace array. You see, I owe him some money. And I didn't make my quota last month because I was sick and... But that's life, isn't it? All you can do is try to hang on to whatever you have left. I'll give you the part you need. Take it, and I hope it solves your problem.
Well, it definitely helps. Thank you. And if I get a chance, I will contact your daughter. We got the parts. Here you go.
Thank you. With these parts, I can fix this drill and get back to work. I need to make my quota today or Modron will cut my pay again. I already owe him so much latinum, I don't know how I'll ever repay it. He brings in food and supplies that we need, but the prices are so high. I remember the dark days after we lost Romulus. There were no supply shipments for months. I had to listen to my children cry because they were so hungry. I might spend the rest of my life in debt, but I have a life. To answer your question, though, I don't know what makes this mine different from any other mine. The magnesite isn't any different. Maybe there are some veins with less impurities in the lower levels of the mine. I wouldn't know. There's a group of thugs who keep everyone away from those areas. But I won't risk a beating just to satisfy my curiosity. If you want to risk checking it out, that's your business.
Fair enough, and thanks for the help. Well and true. Well, Modron won't be happy about this, but... Hi, I want to go into the
You
mines.
want to go in the mine? Are you really interested in buying any magnesite? Or are you just here to cause trouble? Because if it's the latter, I know someplace you can start a little ruckus. There's a gang that controls the bottom levels of the mine. They won't even let me in there. Previously, I allowed them to keep their little kingdom in exchange for information. But lately, they've been more trouble than they're worth. And the intel they're feeding me is useless. Honestly, who doesn't know about the Breen invasion of the fairy space?
I appreciate the intel. Well, that went far better than I expected. That makes me slightly worried. And it makes me think that the Remans might have had a point about this place. Alright, guns at the ready and let's move slowly. If somebody asks, we are newly hired security. Because somebody reported strange silver orbs. Hi.
What do you want?
I want to go through.
This area is restricted. Only people my friends and I like may enter. And I don't like you!
Well, I guess then we're gonna fight our way through. Seriously though, what was he expecting? I was holding a bat'let and was standing right next to his face. And he tried to reach for the gun. There's being an idiot, and then there's this guy. Was this guy. Now, I am gonna take out my rifle because I'm guessing there's gonna be more of them. Yep. And let's just... Ooh, that's nice. Now, let's take care of all these clowns. Well trained clowns it seems, but still. Not what I came to expect from the Empire. Guess the ranks have been running thin as of late. Alright, we're done here. Now what do we have in this site? Those seem like pressure plates. Really, your input? Yeah, definitely pressure plates. Yeah, that is what I was thinking too. Very low tech. Now, is it a magnesite or is it because they're running out of steam? I would hope it's the latter, but I'm not sure. Yeah, you're right. We should probably go and check what's behind this that the Remans want to destroy so badly. So I'm gonna stand here, you stand on the other pressure plate. Alright now, slow and steady. Let's see what's behind the doors. If that doesn't scream Shiar base, I don't know what does. Question is, what kind of base.
I give you orders here, Commander. You are out of line.
With all due respect, sir, there is a difference between protecting the Empire from her enemies and provoking
There
them.
is much here you do not understand, Janek. The Remans need to know their place. As do you. I will not forget your insubordination, Commander. The Tal Shiar has
got
no
any idea what
place
they're talking
for
about?
officers who cannot follow orders. I'll be in the command center.
Colonel, they were civilians! Their blood is on our hands!
Get used to it. There will be more. Speaking of which, why don't you clean out the brig before you become a resident there?
Okay, so this is a listening post, it seems. Explains why they're not such a big of a threat. But also, what the hell did we just hear? Seriously. He went after the mortar. I don't know what to say. Let's just see what kind of records they have here. What can they tap into? Oh. They actually have rather detailed reports. Starfleet? The Klingon Empire? They managed to get spies in the Klingon Empire. That I'm actually impressed with. True way. These are supposed to be their allies, and these doesn't really seem like shared informations. Huh. These are just somebody's personal logs, it seems. Janek and Hakiv have been going at it for a while, apparently. And this is the dirt on the Empire itself. Of course. Without the military to keep them in check, the Tal Shiar is running rampant. I don't think Sela realizes how little of influence she has because of the Tal Shiar. Ah shit, this is Republic data. Like, I knew that they have spies on Morihan because they're Romulans, we're Romulans, they're easy to hide. But seeing it like this, it's disturbing. This says they have met resistance. And they even have reports on the Tholians. We don't think we even share that with Starfleet. Wait, Borg? Of course. Of course, they would mess with the Borg. Idiots. Complete and utter idiots. We don't have the key for that door. Don't know what that is, but yeah. We don't have the key. We don't have the code, I mean. Don't look at me. I'm confused.
I almost feel sorry for you, but I have my own neck to worry about. I'll be joining you in there soon enough. If Hakiv has his way, we all will.
Well, there seem to be some miners we can save. Hopefully. Alright, let's just open these cells one by one and let's try to convince these people to get the hell out of here. No, you're gonna pick up the weapons and go after her, right? Well, then I guess I can at least lead the charge. I'm not even bothering trying to convince them to leave. Hi! Oh, no, no, no. No, you don't. Everybody get away from that thing. Come on. Just... Oh, I'm gonna have to take care of the miners later.
You again! How do you always manage to... Never mind. Obviously, the Tal Shiar have had no luck in stopping you. I have no desire to try my own fortunes. Why are you here? How did you even find out about us?
We found out the Remans want to blow this place up. Why is that?
The Remans know about this base? Impossible! Only the leadership of the Tal Shiar know we're here. The Empress herself couldn't find us. I don't believe you, but it makes no difference. This is not a military installation. We listen and record here. Nothing more. There are many targets that those Reman scum would find much more tempting.
Do you really think I buy that?
Colonel Akiv will want my blood for this, but... Take my security code. You can use it to access the control room. You'll find everything you're looking for there.
Seriously? You feeling okay, Janek? I know I hit you in the head, but...
You have what you need. Now please, leave me alone. The Tal Shiar will not look kindly
You know,
upon
I
my
would
betrayal.
offer you...
I will need to act quickly if I am to survive.
Let's say amnesty in the Republic, but I doubt you would accept that. I very much doubt it. Now, now we have the passcode, but what is in this place? Wait, Silver Sphere Federation report. Janus system. Oh, I know what it's down here. If I'm right, it's not dangerous as long as you're not, well, being your standard arrogant Tal Shiar agent. Alright, my ears aren't working properly for a moment apparently. Thanks for that, Varel. Let me try and communicate with this thing. What is that on the floor? Oh. Okay, don't worry. Dude, we're friendly. I'm guessing you're protecting the eggs before they hatch or something? We're not gonna harm them, so let's just get back to work. Let's leave that thing alone. Alright, now, quickly before the patrol comes this way. Alright, they didn't see us? Somehow. Oh, hi. Ow. That hurts, even with the shield. I'm guessing the other patrol left the hallway, so we better get going before they come back. Now, what is... Oh, that's a force field.
You again! I suppose it was inevitable. Fitting, as this is the perfect opportunity to eliminate you. Though I would like to watch you suffer personally. My plans are larger than you alone. The self-destruct sequence has begun. This base will be your tomb.
Shit. Viril, run back. I'm grabbing the data and I'm right behind you. Come on, come on. Okay, got it. Now run. Phew. That was a close one. That son of a bitch escaped again. What is a bitch? It's not a human term, I don't even know what it means, but it really doesn't sound pleasant. Hi.
My mind! What have you done to my mind?
Oh, you had some vermin, Tal Shiar kind, so I'm just fumigating it a bit.
Tal Shiar? I'm shocked. I had no idea. I certainly wouldn't have sent
Cut
you
the
down
crap.
there if you... And what's it to you? This is a rough area of the quadrant, you know, and they're good neighbors. If you're not easily embarrassed, their cameras and listening devices are everywhere. I haven't had a single problem with Orions or Herodians since they moved in. And it doesn't hurt that I acquired the odd bit of information here and there. I'm a businessman, and information is big business.
So have you discovered anything?
Unfortunately, no. I'll admit, I was trying to find out, but their systems were locked down tight. I'm sure whatever it was had to be big news. Everyone was on edge. Janik and Hakiv were barely speaking, and I once heard Hakiv mumbling something about orders. Someone's been pulling his strings, but I don't know who. I do know that Tal Shiar takes security very seriously. If you manage to pull any files from their system, you can expect them to be heavily encoded. Trust me on that. I speak from experience. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go talk 100 Romulans into digging a new mine to replace the one you destroyed. My profit margin for this month is
And I have
ruined.
to go write report on how you died because you didn't treat your workers right. You understand what I'm saying? Alright. Vernat, beam me up. Okay, Tovan, you have the bridge. I'm going to give this encrypted files a go. Hopefully I can find something useful. Let's see. Okay, several files. I get it. A classical switcheroo, each keeping a part of the code. And I think I got it. Oh, this is bad. They know about the Riemann base and Riemanns aren't even aware of it. Contact Admiral Tenay at once.
The Tal Shiar records you recovered showed that Hakiv and his forces have been targeting the Riemanns for months. Obasek and his followers have been driven from their homes, had their ships destroyed, and their loved ones killed or imprisoned. Some might say that Obasek's campaign against the Tal Shiar is just. However, Obasek was planning on using Thaleron weapons in the Fahar system, which would have killed hundreds of innocent civilians, as well as the Tal Shiar cell there. This is the problem with revenge. Violence and fury only create more pain and suffering.
It also frees slaves. I mean, seriously. I know why the Remans don't trust anybody. The Federation never helped them, and their slavery. The Romulans certainly didn't. The Klingons, I don't think, knew they exist. So of course they're gonna go to extremes. They wanna live free. Anyways, what are we gonna do next, Admiral?
We know from the information you recovered from the Hafar system that the Tal Shiar are planning to attack a Reman settlement in the Dara system. We have an opportunity to reach the settlement first. It may be possible for you to gain the trust of the Reman saboteurs, or at the very least, to learn more of their motives and their base of operations. While Starfleet is constrained against interfering with internal matters of other galactic powers, you are not limited in this fashion. Nevertheless, I must warn you to avoid drawing the Federation any further into confrontations that may be avoidable. Starfleet Command is extending a great deal of trust to you with this mission. Please try to avoid precipitating an interstellar war with any rash or impetuous actions.
Ma'am, that would be my entire life.